What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Yes, sir. Welcome in to the Coach Smook Network. We're here for the Coach Smook Evening Show. Got a call-in segment lined up for y'all tonight, man. Hopefully y'all ready to get into it, have some good fun tonight. I had a long day, man. We been ripping and running errands. We got down up to T-Town and back. We were able to do some live content to get you our interactive content there while we were on campus, but we had to come back, tried to make it back for another appointment, had to reschedule that one at that meeting, then now we're here. So long day, but I'm gonna finish it strong with you all tonight. Hopefully y'all got phone calls ready for us tonight for our second half of the show when we open the phone lines up to get you all thoughts on today's practice reports. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I usually have time to try to get out here and scout and see what everybody is talking about right before I go live. But I didn't have time tonight. So, and I do that so I don't say the same crap that everybody else is saying, like mainstream media's want to do. I want to make sure I'm telling all the stuff that they don't know or that they like they can't articulate or speak on. That's what I want to do. So let me fix this microphone. Sound like a little funny thingy again. Okay, there it is. All right, so welcome in tonight. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everybody from each platform. Give it up for yourselves. Round of applause for the family. And what else? We got Twitch. We got Twitch tapping in. We got everybody tapping in, man. Continue to like and share the stream. Like, comment, and share. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of the live coverage that we've been doing in the off season. Remember, off season we have our regular scheduled programming. We'll be announcing that off season schedule on next week. We'll be talking about how we're going to move forward in the off season with our content and our coverage going into the 2026-2027 season. And I need y'all to continue to share the stream because we're trying to get to a goal. We're trying to reach a goal. We're trying to hit 5K subscribers by April 11th. And if y'all don't know, y'all haven't been paying attention, April 11th is next week. Yes, for real. to the heartbeat. Let your heart beat for a second. Listen, just listen to the heartbeat. People get nervous when we set these goals. You know what I'm saying? People get nervous when we set these goals. I don't know why. It's just a goal, man. Either you're gonna make it or you're not. If we don't make it by 5, if we don't hit the 5K by April 11th, what do we need to do better? Maybe we need to go live longer. Maybe we need to stay live longer throughout the day. But if we stay live longer, hopefully that'll get the crowd coming in and we can start getting back up to those OG numbers during the season. We want some off-season content and interaction. So we're going to bring y'all a lot of things, different lineups and different guests to the network in this off-season. Let me make sure all the platforms up. Okay, we are up. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let's do a roll call real quick. Let's get a roll call going here on the Coach Smook Network. I'm talking about y'all really be coming in. This morning, I surprised y'all with the live. And y'all showed up and showed out in numbers. Y'all came in and dropped the likes and shares. And we had a lot of people pulling up. Post live. So continue to do what you're doing and continue to show up and show some love, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Starting with my brother Jason Jackson here on the Coach Smook Network on the YouTube side. Appreciate you for pulling up. MJ, he says share the link to the live to spark that algorithm. In fact, share it, y'all. Share that link. Share it. We need y'all to share it. Got people asking, man, what time you come on? Hey, share the link. One of your friends want to see some good Bama content. Joseph Davidson, appreciate you for tapping in. Roll Tide, my brother over here on YouTube. Ken, the Bama fan, what's good, my boy? Appreciate you for tapping in. Zach, what's good, man? Roll Tide, Zach. Welcome in. Let me refresh with you. All right, we're back. My guy Dominic is in the chat. What's good, Dominic? Good to see you. Mary J in the ones and twos. We also got Amanda back there on the ones and twos. Glenn, what's good? Roll Tide, good to see you. Glenn Teague is in the chat. Amanda, I see you. Roll Tide, let's go. My brother Adrian, I see you. Roll Tide. Glenn Teague said, what do I think about this new women's basketball coach? We can start with that before we get to the 10-minute or 15-minute mark. Let's get that banner up too, Mary J. If you're over here watching Post Live, you want to get to the football conversation, fast forward to the 15-minute mark. Now we're not doing the exclusive insider report tonight either. We just got this call in. We're doing post-practice report from the call in. Watching Post Live, yeah. But women's basketball, the new hire, Coach Love. I'm excited. One, I'm excited to see a young Black female coach get an opportunity at the University of Alabama. And one thing I love about Coach Curry, say what you want, I'm not making it about race, but she is very aware of ethnic culture when it's presented to her team. And that's why you saw the surge of overseas players, women, kind of just gravitating to her energy that she embodied at the University of Alabama while she was there. Now, with her transition to the University of South Florida, bringing in Coach Love, I think we're going to see a different style of mentality on this women's team. And not saying Coach Curry didn't do a good job. I think Coach Curry, for the women, she got handed kind of like the job that Avery Johnson got handed for the men. Great coach, not necessarily all the assets. And when the assets started to be presented, you're already behind in being able to utilize it. So you got to bring a new energy, new spark. I like Coach Love. Like what she going to do. My boy Adrian said, go Dalton. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. K-Dot, appreciate you for tapping in over there on TikTok. Dalton, I appreciate you for tapping that screen. Bama Pro. Appreciate y'all for tapping that screen. Leah, Alexander, Sandy, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Everybody on each platform, YouTube, make sure y'all come in and run up the likes. We've been killing our goals, our live goals the past couple of streams. So don't let us fail. Don't let us drop off now. We got a chance to continue. We got to get back on the streak. I think we were on a 65, a 35-day streak or something like that during the season. So I hope we play a little bit more fast-paced game. Me too, especially for the ladies. But we got to see what type of players she's going to keep around. We already seen Naomi Jones is going to be in the portal. That's a big loss when you're talking about energy. And I think somebody that could develop in another type of style of system to utilize her offensive skill sets, because I think she could be an offensive weapon for a quality team. And this is a quality team. This roster was quality, just young. Trying to see something. Make sure I don't miss nothing. Okay, I just had to make sure I didn't miss nothing. What's up? What's up? Oh God, 4L, what's good? What's good? Welcome in. Welcome in. Amanda. We was waiting. I love Bama sports. Me too, man. Me too. I'm starting to get into softball and baseball. Baseball team to be on the tear. Softball team, I mean, I think they'll be competing for another national championship appearance, right? A college World Series appearance. So I'm excited about Alabama sports. Track is starting to create its own little media push. So, and I'm a track guy, so getting opportunities to be involved with all that, especially after today, y'all. A lot of things happen and transpire within the 2.5 hour time span that we were on campus, and it was a good time. It was a good time, very insightful. If you missed out, if you're not a member, become a member, and you can go see the members only live and get the Smook Scoop practice. I talked about stuff. Y'all looking at me? Talking about stuff, like real stuff. So anything you hear in your message boards, for all you message board watchers, anytime, I guarantee you they'll be talking about a lot of things that I'm talking about today. And it's not something that I heard, it's something that I saw. So if you want to be a member, you can do that. Type it in the chat, !AAA, and they can pull up the link, join the membership, and go watch their post-practice report. Big weekend for softball team. Yeah, man. And the thing is, I'm not going to sit here. Sounds are acting up a little bit. It might be your internet. It worked good for me. Look, it worked good. It worked good. You might need to reset. Amanda. But while Amanda resets and we get ready to get into the show, I need y'all to take the next 30 seconds to share the stream. Take the next 30 seconds to share the stream. I saw we got a few shares on Facebook. Make sure you tag Coach Smook, at Coach Smook on Facebook, the content page, and let people know that we're live, y'all. Got quality content. Got some people going to get on the phone line tonight. Hopefully we can get Shep and Brian and Zach and some of the other guys. Get these guys on the line tonight. Let me set this intro up, and then we're gonna get into the show, man. Somebody type it in the chat for me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Man, let's get into it. I can't wait. Let's go. You talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what...
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, y'all. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Let's get into the conversations for today, man. I think I did a pretty, really good post-practice report. Members, if you think so, put some hand claps or W's in the chat, man, if y'all think post-practice report was insightful. And I tell you what, I will say this. I've been looking at some responses, and a lot of people are starting to see the legitimacy of how we report, because we don't need storylines. It's literally, there's no need to try to hype things up when it's already enough to be hype about, right? It's already enough to be hype about with spring football being back. You just want to know the truth. You want to know the real. And we talked about quarterback play. We talked about all of those things. We talked about everything you need to know when it comes to being informed about how this team is coming along. Let's generalize it so we can drive those people to that membership video and drive the views up for that, because I think it one of the best, because we were there. And that makes a difference. A lot of guys don't get it. A lot of media guys, and zero were there today. I can confirm 100%. Zero were there today. And it was only video media personnel that was there. So that's what you saw. And then you saw a few people not media personalities, but scouts and stuff that travel with high schools, getting media clips for their schools. You saw that, so you might see some things surface from that. But today's practice was intense. I tell you that today's practice was intense. Let's talk about the offensive line. I'm gonna do a nice little breakdown of how everybody looked and how everything turned out. I mean, we're gonna start on the offensive side and the offensive line. So for everybody that showed up to the live, the members only live, you've already heard this, but we're gonna talk about it again. I like this grouping of offensive linemen, one, because it seems just to be the most skilled offensive line group. And I'm talking about just their skill set. When you think about their recruiting, think about their highlight films, or even like Racing Delgatti. Just what you see on film from him and his 2 years in JUCO, right? And knowing that he's a fourth year guy in college at the collegiate level, has done some development, has the size, has the frame, has the IQ that you want to be able to draw command, but to have so much other depth around him to continue to keep him on his edge. That's why I like the offensive line room. But I think about it, man, from left tackle to right tackle, I noticed today you had 77. You had 77. Trying to think, y'all. I want to say 77, 71. I don't have my notepad and I don't feel like getting up going to get 77, 71, 55. I think it was 65 and 64. 65 and 64. 65. I think 65, the transfer, Tyrell Miller was the right guard with the first group. And then you saw Mal Waldrop at left guard replacing Nick Brooks. You saw 52 at left guard replacing Nick Brooks. And then at right guard, you saw Michael Carroll coming in, and then Ty Haywood was at the right tackle. So it was some quality rotation going on there. You saw Casey Poe get some guard reps. You saw the freshman, what's the young man's name? Chris Booker. You saw him get some guard reps. I think Jackson Lloyd, Bryson Cooley, Ty Haywood, Michael Carroll, the tackle rotation there is going to be a tough test because James is struggling. The transfer, Javen James, to me, he's struggling. I don't know if he might just be needing to turn a curve, but he's going to bring some physicality. He has to get the technique down. He has to be able to get out of that stance and put some, get square on guys and get a hat on them and move guys around. But that first, I think the best group to me right now, from left to right, and say what you want, I know Michael Carroll is a dog at tackle, but I think he's even more of an asset at guard because you bring an asset like Ty Haywood to tackle. And then you can put Nick Brooks at left guard. You can play Jackson Lloyd at left tackle. And at center, you pick your poison with Delgatti or Waldrop, right? Strayhorn is in that mix too. I tell you, 79, you'll see a lot of 79 because I think he's more so of a backup center asset because of his height. 6'2". I think he's 6'2". So I think Strayhorn is right there for backup center reps. He's gonna have to develop too. If I was to put out a depth chart today, it'll probably Mal Waldrop right there behind Delgatti for center number 2. So offensive line shaping up in my eyes, looking like they becoming a cohesive unit. A lot of explosive plays in the run game today. Not a lot of explosive, but positive plays in the run game. A few explosives. You saw a couple guys. And speaking of running game, we talking O-line, right? I think we have enough. I think I have enough belief and seen enough over the past 2 years to believe that the pass pro is going to be there at some point during the season. We've seen the offensive line perform in multiple phases and get real streaky in the season. So I think it's going to come together even better with a skill group like this. Let's turn it over to the running back room. We're talking run game production. I love to highlight the fact that I think this running back room is going to be more of an impact in the passing game. One, I know we have to see an improvement in pass pro, but I think also that we have to also try to utilize, instead of getting these guys in there for pass pro, getting our quarterbacks conditioned to check down quicker. Give the running backs opportunities, especially these backs, man. Daniel Hill, A.K. Deere catching out the backfield, Kevin Riley being extensive and versatile enough to be able to start him in the backfield and maybe motion him to the slot or split him out wide and actually utilize him in the passing game. Young EJ and the other running back, I forget his name. I want to call the boy Bowen. Trayshawn Brown, number 17. He kind of reminds me, if you look at him, he's not as tall as Kenyon Drake, but the way he runs after the catch, he looks good. But the run game, I'm telling you right now, I don't know what the plan is. I can't even gauge it, but they ran the ball a lot today during this team speed. And the amount of physicality and the intensity that was being displayed in these run plays, like in the boxes, it was quite a sight to see. Defensively, and we'll talk about it a little bit, but defensively, I think the run game got better because of how physical the defense was showing up. And they began, to just kind of amp up the intensity. Running backs look good today. You saw a lot of jet sweep action, right? Happy to see a lot of that. Something we wanted to see last year from the offensive play calling asset. So a lot of positive things going for the running back room. A.K. Deere, Daniel Hill, EJ Crowell is just a guy waiting. Now, I did talk about Khalifa. I think I kind of short sold him with us going to get him in the portal. And I'm not ashamed to say it and recant my statements, because looking at number 20 coming out the backfield today, he's a physical runner. I knew that, but he's shifty. He can make moves. He can make guys miss. So I think right now we got a nice running back stable. Khalifa Keith could be a guy that if we lose one of our young guys or somebody, I think he's a mainstay in that running back room for a veteran presence. Do I see any running back being drafted or going to the draft after this season? Daniel Hill would have to have a crazy breakout year to leave and go and be a first round, second round, third round. I think Daniel Hill is a steal type of draft prospect, unless something breaks out this year. Unless it falls in his lap to where he becomes a bell cow and he's some kind of game-changing running back, which right now in this offense, I think you have that in A.K. Deere and EJ Crowell. I think either one of those guys could be an every down back, and they have game-changing breakaway speed, right? They both, I think it's hard to catch them in the open field. It's hard to bring them both down. A.K. Deere's physicality was on display multiple times last year with the few opportunities that he had. So glad to see that with the guys. Running back room. He's, to me, best back y'all have had. Ill Kid. You know what? He was the best last year. He performed the best, most consistent last year, and I do think he deserved a lot more attention and a lot more opportunity. But I don't think he was better than A.K. Deere. I just think he was older. That's it. A.K. Deere, it's even the way A.K. ran with his limited opportunities, you can tell that it was something special about what he was going to be bringing to the table. Shout out to my TikTok family, man. Continue to run the taps up on the screen. Make sure y'all comment. And let me know where you're watching from over there on TikTok. And then for all the viewers here on YouTube, continue to run the likes up. We're at 18 likes on the stream. Make sure y'all share the stream. Man. I'm excited. To get on the phone lines and open the phone lines up. We got the phone lines opening. We got the phone lines opening up, and what time is? We got the phone lines opening up in 15 minutes. So let's continue with our topic here. Running backs, O-line, tight ends. I talked about the tight ends in detail in the members only live. I'm gonna just do a kind of a overall performance based off what I saw. All right. You have number 9, which is Marshall Pritchett, right? You got Marshall Pritchett. It looks as if he's going more so with the 3s, 2s, and 3s, not necessarily with the 1s. But when you look at what he does with in those groupings, I think they're giving opportunities to guys like Danny Lewis, Jay Lindsey, Josh Ford to really seize the Y2 position. I think this staff right now, they have it in Marshall and in Jay Lindsey and in Caleb Edwards. I think they have the 3 wide tight end types that they want, right? The H-back room, Josh Ford, I truly believe that's what they went out and got him for. And also, you got to try to keep seeing where Danny Lewis is headed, right? Did some quality things with some snaps last year. Had to, jump in the portal. Didn't get a lot of interest in the portal. Now he's back at Bama, fighting for some opportunities. And this is a talented room in this tight end room. It's not like this is a traditional tight end set. Something that I think he would have thrived in somewhere like Georgia Tech or Miami, right? I think he would have thrived in those type of systems once the board came, but stuck it out. And it's as far as his development, it's kind of put a halt in his development. And then not to mention to couple that with a lot of injuries. So got to get him healthy to see how he can build depth. But from what I saw today, man, you have quality depth, and I think Jay Lindsey might be set for a breakout year, more so of a like a consistency year. Remember what we used to get from like the Miller Forrestalls and the OJ Howards. Well, not so much OJ, because I don't think Jay Lindsey will be explosive like that, but I think he'll be a consistent possession Cam Latu on a different level, right? And Latu did great. Y'all got to remember, Latu only played tight end. He only been playing tight end. He played it after being in college for 2 years or a year. First time ever playing the position. Switched and got drafted as a tight end. And Coach Owens, tight ends coach, he's like one of those guys that's real particular about details. And you got to be able to block. So Danny, Mac, Sutter, those guys that struggling with some of the blocking concepts or assignments, you'll see them. They won't get as many opportunities. All right, we talk tight ends. Let's talk wide receivers, and then we'll end the offensive side with quarterbacks, and then we'll get a quick infomercial break, come back. And I want to talk about the defense as a whole because this group is so impressive. So let's talk about the wide receivers. I tell you right now, 5'7", 3. 5'7", 1. I like Ryan. This is a fast group. What number is Henderson? What's the young man's name? What's his name? Lee. What's the boy's name? I was just talking about it. He wears a weird number. It looks like 37, but he wears jersey tuck. I don't know if it's 27 or 37, but we got a wide receiver, Tyler Henderson. I think he's wearing 37 right now. Tyler Henderson. I think he's wearing 37 or 27, one of them. 37 or 27. That dude's fast. And it's weird seeing that number on the field. I believe it's 37. Now that I'm playing some of the clips, some of the things back in my head, I think it's 37. And he's fast. That's a fast group. I think right now the speed that we thought we was going to have with Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, Ryan Williams, Bubba Hampton, Rico was in that room too, right? All those speed guys. Yeah, I think we about to see it too. Number 5, Noah Rogers coming over, assuming kind of like that Jeremy Bernard like role, and then Latier Brooks. Latier Brooks is going to be wide receiver 1. There's no doubt about it. Latier Brooks is going to be wide receiver 1. I could tell by just the way that they're kind of protecting that position, the slot, how much they're valuing in it by putting certain players in that spot. And did see Ryan Williams working from the slot today too. So that was good to see. He's working Z and slot. See a lot of movement of wide receivers. Rico Scott looks every bit of 210, 205, 210. Really stocky looking. Debo Samuel type look on this receiver. And then our bigs, man, Sedary Morgan, Derek Meadows. I don't understand why we won't throw more jump balls this season, 50-50 balls, because you got a 6'4" Sedarian, got a 6'5" Derek Meadows. I just don't understand why you just won't throw it. Won't throw it up to these guys. And Derek Meadows, he'll baptize you. It was a couple of reps that was kind of thrown out of bounds, or they was out of bounds, but he still was going up to finish the play, to finish the rep. And Derek Meadows has like a 6'7", 6'8" wingspan, y'all. 6'5" with a 6'7", 6'8" wingspan. And then he's starting to at 6'5", most of those guys are extra slim and lanky. He has a solid frame. So I think that hit that he took last year in that the Tennessee game? Was it the Tennessee game or the Missouri game? Whichever game it was. I think that hit kind of made him want to do some things to kind of help protect his body, but that was a dirty hit. He wasn't saving that hit. But the wide receiver room looked great, y'all. I'm more so excited about the young guys that's going to be coming in. Amari Saab, Aubrey Walker. What's the other young man's name that we got in this class? Oh, and of course, MJ Cherwin, y'all won't see a lot from him. I know he's a veteran presence. I know he's a success story, but he's one of those guys who throwing out of bounds. It was during like your warm-ups. So it's the receiver. And I believe that was it was either Jet or Kawhi. It was number either 13 or 11. 13 or 11. One of them quarterbacks. I don't even think it was one of the freshmen. Now that I think about it, it had to be one of the walk-ons. 13? It's definitely, I think it was 13. But yeah, that's all it was. Missouri game, yeah. Maurice Mathis is the other wide receiver. Is he coming in the fall? I'm hearing some things that he's trying to get out of his letter of intent. That's what I heard. I haven't confirmed anything, but he's not on campus. He's not on campus. I got to do some research. I don't know. What? I don't see him. I don't know. I haven't seen him. And I think 21 is a walk-on, if I'm not mistaken. I think 21 is a walk-on. But we'll see. We'll confirm it. I just haven't heard anything about him. And that's no disrespect. I didn't see anything out there. I didn't hear the name. So that's the wide receiver room. Quarterbacks. This is what y'all want to talk about. Quarterbacks. I would say this, and I'm going to leave it at this. I don't care to give y'all the details. If you want the details, go become a member of the AAA family. I broke it down. I gave details, stuff. I would say this to Alabama Nation. We have a very, very skilled quarterback room. This is the best quarterback battle that I've been able to kind of understand. Knowing just what the knowing how Blake Sims and Jake Coker battle went those years, being around that, hearing the stories from Blake Sims, and then even the battle with Tua and Jalen Hurts, that second year, I think that was a quality battle. The anticipation around it. One, because you had a guy in Jalen Hurts that had been winning for you for 2 years, right? Even when Tua showed up, Jalen Hurts was able to stay the starter. A lot of people believe that, just like last year, had you went ahead and went with the young guy and Tua, that offense or Alabama would have won a national championship that second year. But Jalen Hurts had no reason. You had no reason to replace him. So looking at the narratives of what's coming in, and I'm sorry, y'all, allergy season. Looking at the narratives of what's coming into this quarterback battle, right? I think you have to think about two things when you look at what's going to really allow a quarterback to win this battle. He said control and command of the huddle, one, and then whoever can take care of the ball the most and create the most explosive opportunities, right? Make the right decisions, create the explosive opportunity. So if those three things are the main things, how do you separate, right? How do you separate? Because those seem like very small things or very easy things to do. Make the right decision. You're taking care of the ball. You're giving the wide receivers the opportunity to create big plays. Knowing your playbook, being in the film room, knowing adjustments, knowing the calls, knowing the changes or the audible, right? Knowing how to your keys when you see certain alignments, all those things, right? That's what you got to do. How do you separate in those type of opportunities? Well, you have to have an it factor. And I think the it factor for this quarterback room is going to have to be someone who is consistent when they are on the move or when they have to utilize their feet. Who's going to be the most effective utilizing their feet? The arm talent. I tell you right now, if I had to pick an arm right now, and it don't have to be the strongest arm in the room, because this offense is not based off of deep bombs. It's not about beating everybody over the top. It's literally throwing guys open on vertical concepts, meaning anywhere from 25 to 40-yard passes consistently, right? And your intermediate game is so effective that when you hit the intermediates, it turns into those explosives. So you got to have somebody with timing, and I think that's where Keelan Russell is just kind of continuing to build his days. Now, Austin Mack today looked great. Even in the scrimmage last week, no turnovers from the two guys that's competing for QB1. No turnovers from those guys. Once again, both guys checking the blocks, the prerequisites, the primary stuff, the bare minimum. They're doing that at a high rate, and that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear 10 practices into spring, right? But I think right now you're going to start hearing and seeing the separation. Now, Mac, he's going to get a lot of the hype because a lot of the media viewing period, he's the more senior guy up, so he's going to get the early reps with ones, right? So you're going to see a lot of opportunities where he's going to be the first guy up with maybe Ryan Williams throwing ones, or he might throw to Noah Rogers, but that don't mean that this is set in stone. I do think this staff is really trying to give a full evaluation of Austin Mack before they pull the trigger and make Keelan their guy, because that young man is different. That young man is different. Same way we felt when we saw Bryce. Same way I felt when I saw Tua in that Vanderbilt game as a backup, or hell, that spring, 2017, spring of 2017, when Tua was there. I knew he was different. Keelan Russell, we knew last year. He was different. I think he's ready right now. So that's my updates for the offense. We're going to talk defense right after these messages, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Just sit right there. We'll be right back after this message. Take a moment and think about becoming a member of the AAA family, because if you don't, you're going to miss out. If you do become a member, you'll be able to get these insights and inside scoop, the Smook Scoop. I mean, just raw. Like, we had a great conversation. You get it here on the Coach Smook Network. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight, that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Hold on one second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out nfldraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping back in tonight here on the Coach Smook Network. Tapping in with the Coach Smook. Hey, listen. Final topic before we get into the phone line, y'all. I got to talk about this defense. Chat. I was able to see some. Oh my God. Okay. Let me calm down. Let me welcome some more people in before we get back into the conversation. Shout out to my brother Rico, man, for tapping in over there on Facebook. Appreciate the reaction. Make sure you share it up. We go put me in some of them Bama Facebook groups and get those people over here on this phone line. We got a phone line opening up here in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, we got a phone line open up. And hopefully we get everybody in tonight, man. It seemed like we got a slow crowd in the chat. Maybe y'all just tired like me. I know I was beat today. After today's travels, I was definitely beat. So I get it, y'all. I get it. Let me if I can get this updated before we go in. All right. I think I got it updated. Here we go. Hey, it might be coming to you right now. Might update it. Yep. All right. So we got defense, man. We got defense. When I talked about the defense last week after the scrimmage, we talked about how cohesive they're becoming, right? How fast everybody's flying around. I keep bragging about the secondary with reason. But today I actually got to see some things in live action. Let's talk D-line, defensive line rotation. There's too many defensive linemen to remember as far as that just was popping off today. But I'm gonna say this: when it comes to intensity, physicality, I don't think we'll have that issue again. I don't think we'll have that issue again with the defense. One thing that was prevalent today, one thing that was very, very clear is that Alabama's defense does not want to be labeled as soft this year. There was I ain't gonna say altercations, but a couple of scuffles today. That was one big one, right? That really got me hyped because I know these kids are and what was that question? Ken said, Coach, when Bryce lost the QB1 spot to Mac, we didn't have his spring. Nah, that was COVID year. And even that year, it was still questions about if Bryce Young would start. That's how quick he was. That's how advanced he was coming in, learning the offense under Bill O'Brien, an NFL coordinator. I remember that. Was that Bill that year? No, that was Sark. Sark. We had Sark 2020, right? Sorry, y'all. I got some fresh strawberry. I'm good. So, They keep calling me while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I keep telling them to leave me alone. But they keep calling me, so I had to bite one to show them who boss. Had to show them who boss. But anyways, I gotta get these sinuses, man. These allergies killing me. Anyways, let's talk defense, D-line. I'm gonna call out some numbers, and I wrote them down, so now I got my roster. I finally found it. It was back here. All right, I'm calling out these numbers here, and as they came off the screen earlier today, I'm telling you, there's a group of 90s, 91, 94, 99. There's a white 92. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who that guy is, but he's got to be a walk-on. He's been disruptive, right? See, 99 transferred Terrence Green from Oregon. I think he's a one-and-done guy for us. Not a bad thing. Definitely going to provide some quality leadership and depth. He's popping off the screen, though, y'all. That dude he's a dude, man. He's a dude. Him and Tompkins together, going to get those guys out the portal was huge for us. Who else popped off the screen for me? 25, 26, Ola and Kamari Johnson. True freshman, Mari might be a London Simmons type of asset. He might be an ad that like has been overlooked, but is going to come in and produce big. And then number 9 on the D line, he's playing bandit, Desmond Zulu. I don't know how he kept getting past my reports. One, because it's kind of weird seeing a defensive end that's 6'6", 6'3". I mean 6'6", 250, 260, right? Standing next to a true freshman in Jaira Edwards, and you can tell it's a difference in size, but they both look like they're veteran players. So you don't know if 9 is a linebacker, because 10 is a safety, right? You don't know if 10 is a safety. So you look at it, you're looking at the defensive line room, and you're like, man, so much. What up, Melvin? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So many defensive linemen in the room, athletic builds, guys that can really move around. Fatua Henry, 14, is somebody that I think is going to have a breakout year, going to give himself a chance to create some real draft stock. This is being his 5th year. Him and John Latham are going to be looking to make some real serious moves. But I can't tell you who the first group was, because the rotation of the D-line is so sporadic, man. I feel like, just like I said last year, I feel like you had a group of guys that were playing at a similar skill levels and skill sets that you could just kind of mix and match and throw them out there. But Kamari Johnson, man, I'm telling you. Kamari Johnson, he has his name is Mari Johnson on roster. That dude, we're gonna hear about him. He's gonna get some London Simmons type opportunities. With Simmons and Beeman out, he's gonna already garner some attention. But I think because he's going to make such an impact there, if you have any stumbling or anything from those spots, he's gonna be ready. Corey Howard Jr., another freshman. Defensively, I think this staff knows how to recruit defensively. I'm not scared to say that. I'm willing to put a lot of money behind it and say that they'll continue. This defense, Kane Womack will continue to have top 10 defenses as long as this staff is together recruiting. So it's gonna be a good off season for the development of this team on the D line. Linebacker room, the edge rushing room is really elite, chat. It's really elite. Yanzi Pierre, of course. Justin Hill, of course. Desmond getting some wolf work. I think that's kind of funny seeing him work bandit and that position. Lets you know what type of skill set he's bringing off the edge. But who else was that today? I can't remember what number it was, but I do remember I think it was like 47 or 41. 47 or 41. Jamarian Matthews, yeah. Jamarian Matthews, I got to see him today. Real quiet signee in this class, a 3-star, right? Got to see him working at the wolf position today. That was good to see. I thought he was going to be more of a big body bandit, but looking like they want to keep him because all the Wolves look bigger. Like they don't look small like we had with Quay was what 6'2", about 240. All of these guys are 6'3", 6'4", 245, 250, right? Long arms. And Marion fits that build. So that was good to see that. Inside linebacker room, going to be a lot of shuffling there. I can't even break that down. I said some things in the members only live. Go check that out if you really want to get that breakdown. Then the secondary, full of talent. You can't miss with a group of 5 or a 6-man secondary or 6-man personnel out there. You can't miss right now. My Fruit Lady Yummy says, want to see Luke Metz at edge. Nah, I like Luke Metz right in the middle of that defense. Yeah. I like him right there in the middle. He is a player. He gets to the ball. You want rangy guys like him. Luke Metz, Caleb Woodson, Abdul Sanders Jr., Caden Jones, QB Reese. You want rangy guys like that to be right there in your inside linebacker room. Zay Hall, Xavier Griffin. All right, I'm going to tell you this. Xavier Griffin, I don't care what you say. 6'2", 210, 215. I don't care if he was 200. The way that young man play, I pray for any of my guys in front of him. I pray for any of my guys in front of him and Zay Hall. I think they're the next two. Like, I think we'll get a good 2 years of Abdul Sanders Jr., QB Reese tandem as an inside linebacker tandem, whoever that third spare is. But and that's I truly believe your best asset to spell those guys in that room right now. Right now, if you was to spell those guys with Caleb Woodson there and everything, I just think Luke Metz provides you a different type of energy, and he's a great open field tackler. He has the size you want for that weak side linebacker. Right? He has the skill sets, the way he plugs and fits. Now, I want to see some live game action. But the film don't lie, man. Football travel, right? Consistency. But the secondary, man, full of talent. I think that's going to probably be the most skilled room on the defensive side. When I say skilled, I think we're going to see a lot of the highlight plays come from the secondary. That's turnovers, that's forced fumbles, interceptions, all of that stuff. I think that's where you're going to see it from in the secondary. All the highlights are going to come from the secondary, kind of like what we saw last year. It's not like it's crazy for that to be a thing, right? To see all the highlights come from the secondary. So that's our post-practice report, man. Today, a lot of things that we were able to take in our 45 minutes of viewing and just walking around, greeting, and getting connected with some of the staff members. It was an awesome experience. Once again, shout out to the staff and SID up there, Alabama. They just doing their thing and keeping everything in order. As bad as I want to do the old school way, I mean, this may be my lane. This may be the way that we have to do it so that we can continue to provide our way of coverage while the other guys are doing their thing in their lanes and doing a great job at it. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Again, we're going to get ready to get into the phone lines. We're going to go to another infomercial break real quick. And once we come back with that, we'll have the phone lines open, 334-625-1121. Topic of conversation today. And we just got done talking about the defense, and I continue to break it down and kind of talk about it. But I want y'all to think about how the defense played last year. And the defense played in year one under Kane Womack and his new staff. With how this defense, first year, you had a defense, the overall ranking was, I think, ended the season at 21. Then last year at number 11, right? Top 15 defense. Does Kane Womack have all the assets he needs? Coaching, players, freedom of play calling, style of play calling, the schedule. Going to bring up the schedule. Does he have everything he needs to lead this team to be a top 5 defense? Because we know in year 3, under Coach Saban, that defense in 2009 led us to that national championship. That defense led us. So I think we are following a similar, for everybody that's saying that Kalen DeBoer needs to follow the blueprint. I want y'all to pay attention to what's been happening over the past 2 years and look at how things are shaping up with the talent that we have on the defense. And tell me I'm not crazy for thinking. My thoughts when we come back on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody type it in the chat and say it loud. Somebody say it right now.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
We'll be back. We'll be back right after these messages, y'all. Shout out to our sponsors for supporting us today and helping us get this calling segment off. Here we go.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, First Place Barbering of Montgomery, Alabama, for sponsoring this call-in segment here on the Coach Smook Network. Like, share, subscribe. And if you're ever in Montgomery, Alabama, make sure you stop by, man. Make sure you pull up on the on First Place Barbering of Montgomery, Alabama. All their info is in our description, man. You can go look them up. Make sure y'all go follow their Instagram page and support their barbers, man. They got some quality barbers. They do barbering, training, and tutoring, and all of that stuff. You want to get your barber license? If you're in Montgomery, go check them out. Go check them out. Talk to Kelsey Shepard. Tell them Coach Smook sent you, and tell them to put you in the game with your haircut, all your hair care, and barbering experience needs here on the Coach Smook Network. Sponsoring tonight's calling segment, 334-625-1121. Topic of conversation: should Alabama's defense be top 10 at the end of the season? Will it be top 10? Can it be top 10? One, I say this: will it? Can it? Should it? Yes. Simple as that. Let's get our first call on the line. Oh, y'all, I got to change the audio. Hold on, y'all. See if I get it routed right. Mic check 1 2. Let me see.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook? Talk to me, man.
What's good, Coach Smook? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I think they can hear you. Can y'all hear Zach chat?
What's good, everybody? Roll Tide.
Yeah, they can hear you, Zach. Talk to them. Yeah, we got you in here. Let's go. Roll Tide, man. Let me get this music off my sound. My sound engineer for the sleep again. I'm back there snacking on something. Roll Tide, man. Talk to us, Zach. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good, Coach Smook. Had to, go pay bills and things like that. It's first of the month, so had to take care of some business and run errands. But other than that, I've been good today. How about yourself?
Look, man, you know where I've been. On campus with Coach Smook was a success. Got what we need. Well, we got to see what we need to see. And now we here, man. Now we here. Talk to me, man. All the talent we went out and got on the portal. On the defensive side, a lot of those guys returning. Bray Hubbard, Keon Sabb, highlight returnees. London Simmons, ready to see him surge. Know that he's coming back from an injury. Jeremiah Beeman coming back. A lot of names be excited about. QB Reese in that inside linebacker room. Going to see what they finally develop into. Can we see freshmen emerge out of that inside linebacker room and take over? A lot of storylines. Is this defense poised to be a top 10, top 5 national championship level defense? Talk to me, Zach.
Oh, yeah. I think this defense has the chance this year with the talent we went and got in the portal. If Freddie Roach can get the defensive line focused and ready, I think this will be the top defense in the country this year, and the best defense that Alabama has had since 2015, 2016, round in that area. Just what we have in the secondary room at cornerback and safety, what we have in both linebacker rooms, inside linebacker and the Ben and Wolf, what we have on the D-line, the talent we have on the D-line. I just think this defense has that capability of being the top defense this year. And I'll even say this, if everything works out like we think it will on the offensive side of the ball, I'll even say our offense will be the number one offense this year.
You think so?
Because I think so. I'm confident in this offensive line. With this offensive line, this running back room that we have, the quarterback, whichever quarterback we have taking position, yes, I would be a little more confident with Keelan than Austin from a mechanic standpoint, from arm talent to footwork to escapability, but Austin Mack still has it. It's just Keelan's a little more developed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even go out and say this: if Daniel Hill doesn't exceed expectations this year, I think our 1A, 1B could be AK Deer, EJ Crowell this year, and Crowell could even be either Crowell or AK Deer will have the most yards this year. I'm not saying they'll rush for 1,000 yards, because I don't think with how we run the ball, I don't think we'll ever have 1,000-yard rusher unless everyone just super exceeds expectations this year. And I don't think everybody will, but I believe in this team. Like I've been saying, I believe in this coaching staff. I'll say this, Coach Cap, yes, he was the right OC for what we needed at the time, with not being able to get Scott Huff and him going off to the NFL with Ryan Grubb that first year. But now I believe with what we have seen from this coaching staff and from the players, from a 2-year season perspective, full season perspective, I believe we went out and got the right OC for this staff. Or not OC, but O-line coach for this staff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. And you know what's crazy? I felt like, I don't think Coach Cap was like a Band-Aid hire. I told you that this staff, they knew that in order to have success in the run game in the SEC, you had to be able to run a traditional zone run blocking scheme, right? And I think what they saw with him was the way that he would design the run blocking scheme for the spread offense. It found success at other stops. Do I believe that he had the skill set of offensive lineman in year one to execute it? Not nearly as close. And last year we saw them do a kind of a facelift, and we saw it get better. I expect it to be a lot better this year with Coach Clem, and some of the things that I saw with the offensive line today. You all saw clips. You guys have seen the clips. The young man Nick Brooks is going to be a hard guy to get off the field, but not just him. I was even looking at not Nick Brooks, but 54, Javen James, the tackle. As much as he's struggling right now, as far as he's one of those guys where when you turn the lights on, and you see it in ones, when you see offensive line, defensive line going up against each other, you see him win. He's hard to beat. I think that it's going to be the playbook that holds him back. And you have depth, quality talent like that, and at depth, if you have injuries, you okay. You okay with making these guys learn the system. So when you do finally throw them out there, the very thing that they can rely on, which is their natural skill set as who they are, they could fall back into that with the confidence of knowing what they're doing in the scheme. So this staff is doing a good job getting the right guys together. A lot of times you hear a lot of the offensive linemen from the last 2 seasons just talking about how, a lot of situations, because of how they were being taught from language to language, it was confusing and miscommunication from the sideline to audibles on the field. The last 2 years we've seen it get better, but this year it should be a lot smoother. It should be a lot smoother. You got a lot of veteran presence on that side of the ball. Maybe not a lot of guys that play together, but you got a lot of veteran presence. And I think you have to have the right quarterback to see this thing turn over the right way.
Right. And I agree with you, Coach Smook. But yeah, I think this team as a whole has the talent. And like you said, this defense doesn't want to be labeled as soft no more. I mean, you see it in practice with, it's scrappy with each other. How do you think it's going to translate on the field on Saturday when they're actually going up against an opponent and not their teammate or friend? Because we've seen it. We've seen trash talking on the field from our cornerbacks and safeties. Not on a consistent basis, but we have seen it. And so just with the weak link out of the room, and you know who I'm talking about. We talked about it for the last 2 years. This secondary room is extremely, extremely dangerous.
Yep.
It's the truly no-fly zone style of defense in this cornerback and safety room.
Zach, just listen to this, Zach. Listen to this, Zach. We got listen to the height and weight of these guys in the defensive back room. 6 foot 194. 6 foot 189. Let's see. Let's keep going. 6'2", 221. 6'3", 206. 6 foot 196. 6'3", 188. 6 foot 194. 6'4", 205. What else we got? Let's continue. 6'2", 217. 6'2", 197. 6 foot, 205. I mean, just all these 6'3", 196 safety. 6'4" corner, 209. Nick Sherman corner, 6'2", 190. I mean, defensive backs just with some size and speed and physicality. All these dudes, Red Morgan, somebody need to put a leash on that young man. Somebody need to get that. Somebody need to get that boy a muzzle, and because he don't understand that. And I love it. I love it. Him, QB Reese, Dre Kirkpatrick. From what I saw today, those are your fire starters. They get stuff popping. Carmelo O'Neal comes down. Nick Sherman. Those guys, those transfers. Desmond Zulu, Devin Tompkins. And today, I want to say Jeremiah Beeman did get some live reps today. I know he's been working his way back in the practice, but I want to say he got some live reps today.
And that's good to hear because, we missed him a little bit. A little bit.
We missed him a lot. I'm glad London Simmons came through.
Yeah. And I am too. London stepped up big time last year for us. And Michael Carroll stepped up when Wilkin and Formby was struggling. Michael Carroll went out there at right tackle and handled himself. Did he have growing pains as a freshman? Of course, but you can live with the growing pains from a freshman. You know, because he didn't let it get to him. He kept playing the next play and kept winning 99.9% of the time. That 0.1% of the time that he did lose, it was, you know, from miscommunication or them bringing extra man and he didn't know which guy he was supposed to block. But that's expected in that situation. You know, it happens. You know, when you have an extra guy come through, it confuses you. You know, the defense in that situation did their job, what they was supposed to do. But at the same time, how many freshmen at Alabama can you say was all-American freshman team truly, and even in conversations for All-Americans as a true freshman? Not many at Alabama. I mean, yeah, we've seen it in kind of the early days of Nick Saban when we had 3- and 4-year guys, but not freshmen. You know,
very few times that we see freshmen.
Right. The only freshman I can think of that would even be in that conversation is Minka Fitzpatrick. Because he was the only freshman I can remember right off the top of my head right now that actually got an opportunity to start under Nick Saban in the pre-NIL era outside of Malachi Moore. But I mean, this team is so loaded with talent. It's hard to see where this team could be beat at. You know.
Facts. Final thoughts, Zach. So top 5, you believe it could happen? What's our overall record if this squad is just like the defense, not even talking offense, if the defense is performing at its max capability? What do you think we get off with this schedule? Because I'm looking at it. Speaking of schedule, you got Eastern Carolina week 1. Let me pull it up so y'all can see it. I need to get over here on here so I don't be froze again. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. I thought I had my graphic. Guess I'll look it up. Excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up here. So we got Golden Flake Day next week. Get this on screen, y'all. Here go our schedule for next season. Eastern Carolina, at Kentucky, at home against Florida State, home against South Carolina, at Mississippi State, at home against Georgia, at Tennessee and Knoxville. I'm going to Knoxville this year, y'all. I'm going up there. Rocky Top. I'm going. Got A&M coming in. I think that's going to be a fun battle. Go to Baton Rouge. Zach, you got a background. It's loud. Vanderbilt, at Vanderbilt, and Chattanooga at Chattanooga. Then to close out the season, we play home against Chattanooga, and then home against Auburn for the Iron Bowl. So this schedule is favorable. That's a 12-0 schedule. I'm just saying, with disrespect in all regards to Georgia, full disrespect. I think this is a 12-0 schedule.
Yeah, I do too. The one game, the 2 games that I would question if our offense wasn't on point is on the road against Tennessee and then A&M. But other than that, it's a very favorable schedule. If our offense is performing up to schedule, 12-0, 16-0 national championship, you know, all of that. But even if just the defense shows up, I still see 15-2 national championship, 15-3 type year, just missing out on a national championship. So just because of how talented we are at defense this year.
100%. Well, Zach, we appreciate you for calling in, man. Y'all give it up for Zach in the chat. Give it up for our boy.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Zach. Amanda, you awake back there? All right, y'all. Phone lines open 334-625-1121. Hey, Zach said something. Zach said something that made me think that if we struggle offensively, well, he alluded to it, right? And I say this. If we were to lose a game because the offense was struggling, what offense in the SEC would we be worried about at this point, looking at what's on roster? I think you have to pay attention to South Carolina. I think you have to definitely pay attention to Georgia, A&M, and LSU, and Auburn. So if there was games that we could lose, I think just because of the assets you have at LSU, you're going to have a chance, right? I don't think the quarterback is the fix either. I think he'll get found out at some point, and we know how Kiffin does when his quarterback get found out. He'll go with the second one and his trick play. But the teams to worry about, honestly, Auburn, with Coach Golish and Brown as his quarterback, those wide receivers that he has. If they get an offensive line, they're going to be dangerous. I think Texas A&M is going to be a dangerous offense, kind of sneaky to worry about. You got to out physical them again. And Tennessee, I know everybody's joking about them not having a quarterback, but Heupel does do that. He takes quarterbacks that don't seem to have a high upside or have all the skill sets that you would want to be an elite offense and makes them look good in that spread, run, gun, and shoot type of beer option type of spread. So I love it. I love it. Auburn will be a tough team this year. If you an Auburn hater, it's going to be there. Man, this CJ, you so weird. James Nichols said 11-1. What's up, JRM? Good to see you over there on TikTok. James Love, what's up, man? Good to see y'all over there. My Jane, hey, appreciate y'all for tapping in, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Give it up for the TikTok family. Appreciate them for tapping in over there. Amanda, you better wake up back there. All right, y'all. Hey, we got the phone lines over 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. We trying to get this thing popping, man. Listen, Zach, appreciate the phone call. King J. Pat, you think Auburn will be tough in year one? Yes, I do. I really do. I've seen Alex Golish go to USF and make a USF program attractive because of the way he turns that culture around. So yes, I do believe so. Call in 334-625-1121. Phone lines are open. We're gonna keep the phone lines open for another 10 minutes. We're gonna give you another 10 minutes. Keep your phone lines open. But like we've been talking about, man, defense is the key to me. Quarterback selection. I think if you get somebody to take advantage of maybe last year, I think if you hit 11 explosives on the 25 that you missed throughout the season, you hit 10 or 11 of those. Two of those games that we lose are a different story. I'm glad the game is in Tuscaloosa this year. Me too, 100%. Definitely going to need it, especially with Golish coming in. I think Kane Womack might got Golish number, y'all. He definitely played Golish better than Saban did. He definitely called a better game against Golish than Saban did. And we're being honest, right? Kane Womack and his staff did a better job defending Polish and USF and Coach Saban and Kevin Steele. Just saying. It's the truth. You can think that if you want to, Ken. You can think that if you want to. Think that if you want to. And Adrian, that Georgia trip to T-Town, you don't really want that. You say it, y'all bark and do all that stuff. Y'all get real quiet the week up because y'all know what time it is. Judgment Day is the month. Not necessarily that, Zach. I just think that his style of coaching fits Auburn. They've been successful in over the years. Under Gus Malzahn, even some of their sputtered success under Tuberville. I mean, they find those type of coaches and they come in and blend with their culture. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for I just got a text and I'm excited. About to go get some food. I know your boy love to eat. So since we don't have no more calls, I told you I did buy for some. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Oh yeah, you gonna be there? You're gonna be, see, we did the tailgate party 2 years ago. I'm definitely be there. Y'all, tomorrow morning we got a live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and transition out of this. Let me transition, Mary J and Amanda. We're gonna transition because we don't have to beg out for phone calls tonight. I think we've been doing a great job with coverage content. Let's do our end of show infomercial, then we're gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm excited about some things that's happening Friday, and then next week, we will be prepping for A-Day. Get 2 visits to Tuscaloosa next week, so I'm excited. I'm excited about some things that's coming up. Right after this infomercial break, we'll give y'all the announcements, and then we're going to get up out of here, and we'll check in with y'all tomorrow morning.
All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality, and I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA family. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." Catch you on the next one.
All right, y'all. I want to give another special shout out. I know we haven't updated the infomercial yet. We're getting that done and edited up and recorded so that we can launch it next week. Shout out to our other sponsors, Frederick Harris and Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. We appreciate them. Give it up for them. And then we also have First Place Barbering, our brother, big brother Kelsey Shepard, First Place Barbering of Montgomery, Alabama. And I mean, everything, the experience, the interactions, everything, give it up for them. We appreciate them for doing what they do to support us and continue to help us grow. And we have a few more announcements with some partnerships that we'll be making next week on some live streams. So we thank y'all for supporting and continue to help us grow. Again, tomorrow, our live stream, I forget what time it is in the morning. I think it's an early one. We got a 9 a.m. tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Keep your notifications on. I'm going to put all the links out tonight. I got a long night of work ahead of me. So we'll be fresh and ready tomorrow, y'all. Today, that heat, that humidity drained your boy. It got the best of me. I ain't going to lie. Being on that road, being out there, and that humidity, it got your boy. It got your boy good. It got me good, y'all. Yeah. The sun wasn't even out. The sun wasn't even out, man, and it got me good. So, very grateful for the opportunities we was able to get up there and get back. Practice will pick up. Practice will pick back up. Let me go back and pull this schedule. Practice will pick up. Here we go. Friday, they have the second scrimmage. And I think I'm making that trip. I'll know that morning. And yeah, I'll be making that trip. We're gonna make that trip. We'll make that trip for the scrimmage Friday. And then we'll be back up there the following Saturday for A-Day. All right, Coach Smook Network, always in the game, trying to keep you heard. It's always at the stadium. Can't stop doing that, man. It's always at the stadium, and I told you. I said this. I gave y'all the full schedule. Hey, roll tide, y'all, man. Y'all be blessed. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And remember, y'all, when y'all see me in the streets, holler at me and say it. Hey, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll tide, man. Be blessed.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.